Does the Second Amendment extend to 18 to 20-year-olds? Well, for me, that's an obvious answer. However, it is one of the most hotly contended topics right now between the anti-gunners and those who are fighting their advances. And I'm going to tell you about a case that has been elevated to a high level that could help settle it once and for all. All right, guys and gals, 18 to 20-year-olds, can they buy handguns? We know that the anti-gunners are trying to ban them from having long guns now, the whole raise the age movement in many states and federally as well. But there have been several court victories, specifically since Bruen has come out, where those bans have been struck down. For instance, in March 31st of 2023, I wrote a couple down. Worth v. Harrington was a Minnesota case, a federal district court case, which said that the Second Amendment absolutely extends to those who are 18 to 20 years old, and they were part of the people, and that nowhere else in the Bill of Rights were there any mentions of an age of attainment in which your rights would start to kick in. So that was a win. And then Fraser versus the ATF, that was a Virginia case a couple months after, where that was struck down as unconstitutional as well. And then there was Beeler v. Long, a Tennessee case, in which, after Bruen came out, both parties, both sides, the plaintiffs and defendants, they agreed that, yeah, Tennessee's ban on 18 and 20-year-olds is unconstitutional. Let's not enforce that law anymore. And that brings us to this case we're talking about now, and that's the NRA versus Bondi. Now, this case is challenging Florida's ban on 18 to 20-year-olds purchasing handguns. And this case has taken an odd turn. The previous cases, the victories, have all been district-level cases. So what makes this one different, Jared? Well, it's the same challenges going forward. However, both the district court, federal district court, and the 3-judge panel of the 11th Circuit, U.S. Court of Appeals, they both agreed, rather the 11th Circuit reaffirmed the district court's decision, that Florida's laws banning 18 to 20-year-olds had some historical analogs consistent with the text, history, and tradition of firearm regulation, which to me made no sense. To anybody, it made no sense. Why? Because 18 to 20-year-olds were an integral part of our revolution in starting this country and writing the founding documents, right? So why would they ban themselves from doing exactly what they just did? It makes no sense. So a couple days ago, the 11th Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals agreed to take this case up en banc, which means the whole court. So the challenge remains, does the Second Amendment extend to 18 to 20-year-olds? The second question is, are there any historical analogs banning 18 to 20-year-olds from buying handguns, from possessing handguns, owning handguns? I think the answer is going to be no, because unless I've missed a whole bunch of our history, but this case is going forward, and if they rule according to New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruen, where the Supreme Court said text, history, and tradition, they're not going to find any text, history, or tradition, honestly, that is consistent with Florida's outright ban on 18 to 20-year-olds buying and possessing handguns. So, the 11th Circuit, U.S. Court of Appeals, has granted an en banc review of this. And that's good because if Florida loses, the next place it goes to is the Supreme Court. And something tells me that the Supreme Court would love to reaffirm Bruen for some of these states that just don't get it. There's about 6 or 7 of those states. So I will keep you up to date. I just wanted to let you know because this is actually pretty big. There's a lot riding on this, not only for, obviously, the constitutional rights of 18 to 20-year-olds to protect themselves, right? And in order to protect yourselves, you need the tools of the trade. But this will undermine a lot of the progressive gun control in the 6 states pushing back after Bruen. So this is going to be an integral case. Again, that's NRA versus Bondi. It's a Florida case. I will keep you in the know. If you want to know more about it, then subscribe to this channel. I will bring you news every single day on the Second Amendment. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. From litigation to legislation, you'll find it here on Guns and Gadgets. And I would love for you to join this growing freedom family. Guys and gals, like and share the video if you would. And I will see you all on the next one. Have a phenomenal day. Take care.
Bye.